Hey guys, this is Lei from Goldfish Corner. Welcome back. I guess it has been 4 or 5 months that I haven't get a chance to update my YouTube channel about goldfish. One of the reasons is spring always the busy season, something else like a baseball. My son and I, we pretty enjoy playing baseball. But now it's the summertime, so today is June 11th, 2019. And so we can switch back and we can do a lot more videos on goldfish. So with that, I also want to see my videographer, Kason, is also back from the baseball. And he actually made a pretty good season. He hit a home run. All right, so let's come back to the goldfish. I think for the past few videos, I talked about a spawn and talk about how to raise a goldfish from little fry. My view on the algae management, particularly for indoor goldfish tank. I'm not talking about outdoor goldfish tank. That could be different strategy. In general, algae is good to your goldfish, but you don't want to have too much algae. Well, because too much algae is going to have some side effect, particularly on the view. So keep in mind. So today I want to show 2 typical tanks that I have in my house. I don't think there's a right or wrong answer, but there are always better option to fit your particular case. So today, the goal is to show 2 cases that I'm able to demo the algae management with 2 different ways, and then you can pick and choose to see which way fit you more. Step 1, which is I recommend it to the general in-house or indoor goldfish tank maintenance, which is this tank. So this is about 40-gallon tank, and you can see obviously this is a good combination, which is clear, crystal clear water and plus green carpet algae on the bottom. So if you look carefully, there are some patches for the green carpet algae. That is kind of a, if you see thick and the dark algae, that was kind of old green carpet algae. I do some periodical management, so if I see too much dark green carpet algae on the bottom, I just use my brushes to brush a little bit, so I can leave some space open like this area, so we can allow the new green carpet algae to grow. So that's kind of what I recommended for indoor goldfish keeping, which is the crystal clear water combined with green carpet algae. That could be the golden combination. I want to go through a little bit other things. As you can see, when you have algae in your tank, your water quality tends to be right most of the time. So if you look at here a little bit, ammonia alert, and looks like the center dial is yellow, that's a good indicator about a safe zone. There's a 0 ammonia. I also keep sponge filter on the side, and obviously this is one sponge filter is not enough. I also has a Hanover filter from the back, which is the AquaClear 1110 gallon. But overall, you see my the regular red carpet goldfish, plus this is kind of a tiger stripe rancho at the bottom. I have a lot of those blue egg phoenix spawn, which is from this year. They kind of just grow. I just released them from the tank. The other thing in terms of daily maintenance, after you are able to establish a clear water and plus green carpet, you need to, for me, I need to maintain the front side as clean. So I always use my brush to brush it almost every other day to make my front side clean, so I can view my goldfish. However, on the side or even on the back you can see actually I intentionally leave some green carpet algae from the side because that's actually, so basically the more algae, green carpet algae, the more nutrition in the water, and also the more stable the water, and also produce the more oxygen. So I want to maybe not my view side to have more algae growth. So I leave the front side clean, but also I leave the other side and the back side to accumulate with the green carpet algae. So I guess you can see the fish is pretty vibrant, and they kind of enjoy what the ecosystem we got. Water plant just planted in the water, so that one can reduce the nitrate level. So overall, I think it's kind of a small little ecosystems work pretty well. And the good thing is crystal clear water plus with green carpet algae. If you see kind of a brown algae grow back, I recommended that you just use your hand to remove them just gently. And what I learned in the past tends to be the green carpet algae is more sticky than the brown algae. So, and the other thing is the brown algae tends to grow on top of the green carpet algae. So you just use a hand to gently scrub off the brown algae. That's it. So that's kind of one style of the crystal clear water plus green carpet algae. With that, I'm gonna move to the next style, which is the far side of the tank. So green water tank. Again, this is the 40-gallon breeder from Petco, but I still have the same sponge filter on the back, and also I have one 110-gallon over the top handover filter on the back. So basically I have two filter system. I got a almost 2 years old blue egg phoenix goldfish in the tank, and but obviously you can see the water becomes totally green, and sometimes you're hard to view the fish. But the good news is, if you look at my ammonia alert, they actually also, the center dial also light yellow, which indicating it's 0 level ammonia. So overall the system is pretty good. And then if you look down here, so this is actually their children from the top tank. So this is this year's spawns. I got a 10 good quality of blue egg phoenix goldfish. They're about 4 months old, and this is 20 gallons. Again, I kind of keep the same style. I just keep one sponge filter in the center, and also I keep the green water in the tank. So I guess the question is, so why I want to keep green water for this? One is kind of a experimentation. I want to see what's the pros and cons of the green water. So basically what I learned is, as I said, life is busy. I'm not able to do these periodical water change or management. And the other thing is my filter probably not power enough. So I have to figure out a way maybe naturally to dissolve all the waste from those goldfish. And apparently what I learned in the past is the green water tends to be the best. Even though it's not good for view or for watching, but I guess the capability of dissolving the fish waste is pretty good. So every time when I clean my filter, I didn't tend to so much goldfish waste. One of the reasons because all of the waste has been dissolved by the algae in the green water. So they have pretty decent. And the other thing is, if you touch the side, it's not sticky anymore, because it's kind of a balancing system. You're never gonna get both green carpet algae and green water coexist at the same time. They all competing the resource. In the other word, if the green carpet algae win, you're not gonna high chance to get a green water. If your green water algae win, you're not gonna have a green carpet algae at the bottom, because those two types of different algae compete with the resource. So for this case, I intentionally to let the green water algae win, so I can keep the water as green. If you smell the water is not stink at all. It's fresh water, and the fish is pretty vibrant in this tank, and the same as my little goldfish fry tank. And the other thing, think about it, that this is kind of a little bit crowded for 10 goldfish fry. So the only way that I'm able to keep the water quality is to intentionally fostering the green water. So I guess the question is, general question is, hey, which one's better, right? As a goldfish keeper, you're gonna ask, hey, should I go with green water, or should I go with clear water with a green carpet at the bottom? I think if you ask me, I'm gonna pose a question back to you. It depends who do you ask, right? So if you ask people, or if you ask your goldfish owner, I probably gonna go with the other option, clean water with green carpet, algae at bank. That probably better for the indoor tank keeper from the people view, because it allows you to view better, and also you still have the algae. But however, if you ask a question to the goldfish, and the goldfish might choose this one, because I guess the algae is more evenly distributed. It also depends on your situation. So I feel like the green water tends to has more waste absorption and tends to have longer stability of the water quality. So that's why I kind of intentionally keep it this way. One thing I want to give you everyone's warning is be careful because basically the green water gonna becomes from light green to green to very green to dark green. So when your water approach to dark green, you're gonna be alert. You should change the water. You don't wanna one day if the dark green water tends to brown or tends back to crystal, that is the danger point, because what happened is, as I said, the resource in this tank is limited. If too much algae grow, the algae gonna compete with nutrition and with oxygen and with everything. Eventually they basically kill each other, and your water quality gonna totally change. So if you want to go with green water, always keep the color of the green as light green or green. Do not go very dark green. My criteria is, as long as I can see the goldfish in my tank, that's good. All right, so I guess the next question everyone are gonna ask is, hey, you mentioned you intentionally keep green water and you intentionally keep the crystal clear water with green carpet. How do you do that? I'll save the topic for next video. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and thank you everyone. I'll see you next time.